live, man. We live. Man, I need redemption after last week, bro. I got so greedy versus Biggie.
East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UCONN Huskies, where
I should have.
basketball has a championship
I
pedigree,
sold.
and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors taking on the UCONN Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Kickoff.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard.
Power. Let's go.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
From the gun on third down. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
On second down, just keeps firing. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Oh, fumble that uphill, though.
3-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground.
Whew.
It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up.
Great
A
screen.
pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He'll throw on third down. Dumps it to the back. He caught it. And he was pushing.
I'm trying, Karras. I'm trying.
Stopped him at the And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw.
Uh-oh.
There's the pass intercepted.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a 100-yarder. Let's go. 100-yarder.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3.
Yes, sir. Hey, we tried to hold him to 0, man. That was the goal.
You turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house.
100-yarder.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Hey, Vic. Hey. Committed to throw me through it anyway.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Oh my gosh. Let's kick it, bro.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark
No,
it at the
it's
27-yard
his
line.
meter is terrible.
The UConn offense goes back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent
Oh.
on the leaders in this huddle right now.
They throw a
to
punch.
step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to
Oh.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air.
Good sack. We
And
needed
he
that.
couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it.
Whew.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give on the inside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick pass on the jet motion. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the 1st drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up a big game.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The give to the lone running back.
Oh, I should have kept it outside.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down.
Whew.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Warriors! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Blur.
Flexibilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Finally.
Bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
Oh, my.
Right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and slow. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's going to run it.
I need a fumble out of him, man.
They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so
I need a fumble, man. I made it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football.
TOD.
The guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on second down. Going to the ground.
Yes, sir. Come on.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Oh, good play. Oh, I thought he would stay with him.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. UConn quick to the line. Just feeds the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground.
Oh, good one.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground. He's got it again. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hands it off. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring.
Should have known going to that middle.
Touchdown, Huskies. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
That ball skips
He's
through
got a
the
nice
end
kicker.
zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to get their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Hawaii. He broke away from the defense and he couldn't catch
Excellent.
Oh, man.
That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Powerful. This is gonna be weak.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Trying to run, it's Boyd. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw.
Oh, I threw it anyway.
At the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Oh my gosh.
He's at the 10.
Oh my gosh.
And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown!
My goodness.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense too. Now look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out.
He lobs one high down the left side.
Oh.
And it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Some misdirection with the counter.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens
after that
occasionally on third
interception.
down. I like
Damn.
they're trying to make a big play, catch the defense, maybe being a little aggressive.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. trying to get to him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The UConn offense goes back to work. 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looking to throw for it. Fires left.
Oh. Wow, that's good.
Touchdown, Husky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been hungry.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense at...
Lets it fly. And it's in.
Man, this dude ain't got so much no power here. 96.5? Crazy.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those...
You gotta throw that peel down there.
Because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. They're trying to get to it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, bread and butter.
When they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly.
Oh, they ain't selling me.
That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Going back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups?
Let me get one.
Of this golden opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains.
So bogus.
It's at the 37. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Montgomery. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
That should have been a sack. Why are they playing?
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Nicky.
On 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the
Come on, man. Show me some love. Show me some love. Show me some love, Nicky. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I needed that.
Only 7 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Pass interference, ref.
That's going to do it for the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Me neither.
UConn has it teed up to start this 2nd half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And and they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man quickly. Tackle was made after the first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
On the run, it's Boyd. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Touchdown, Hawaii!
Clean drive.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 10 over Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The UConn offense goes back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Trying to beat the DT. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Montgomery. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. He's open on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll get that one.
Man, what is that man gonna fumble?
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Well, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Complete downfield. Speeding down the left side.
Bro, this man is slow.
Get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense.
That man was dirt slow. Oh my gosh.
More points and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is 2, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Harper. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
Come on, man.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass of just reading coverage and being accurate.
Damn. Close to Carolina. Interception thrown this week.
And really give him something to think about. Physically charge
Oh, damn.
and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Oh, my team ran into each other.
To the outside, he dragged the throw, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Let's go. Come on, man. Let's get a stop.
He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in
the
football
defense
now.
off the
All
field,
this
man.
The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch.
Oh my gosh, I'm always holding on to that.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4 yards.
Come on, bro. Turn around and find the ball.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got him this time. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense, man. Let's go. Back him up.
Push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback will audible. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep.
This man is slow as hell, too.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make the play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
The UConn offense goes back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
Now, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Get it out, man.
He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Going to the running game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Using his legs, it's Boyd. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's going for it all.
Damn, he threw it short.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Got him beat.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
UConn going back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Huskies. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone, the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Wisconsin. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes. Makes a grab down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell.
They tried to do everything they will get me to lose this damn game. Come on now, tighten up.
Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up.
Come on, Doc.
It's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll step
He got cracked for so.
Very productive play.
So.
Defensively, the clock late in the game when you're your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Keeps the legs moving. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, what a nice run by the Q. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Oh, what a move! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Pushes for the goal line.
What the hell, bro? Come on now.
Closer all the way down to the 1
They're
yard line.
playing.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1 yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Onside?
Bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll start this drive firing. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Oh my gosh.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll try the run.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they can't
GG's, man. Woo! Damn.
This field position.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football.
Let's get on out of here, man. Let's get on out of here, man. GG's in the chat, man. Need it out. Humble's it. After last week, we got to just be humble, man. Don't run up the scores.
Running out the clock.
GG's, Nicky.
Formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get them.
The boy Nicky got me crazy in that second quarter, man. Damn.
That's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in guys to go out and be able to execute when
Oh, man.
Right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it?
Give me a fight for sure.
Executing down the stretch like they need to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.
I needed that, man. Nicky beat me last year, bro. I can't go down 2 times in a year, man. Damn.